Anyone else after the Christmas holidays just be like, can we just cancel like doing things? Because I just want to stay in and not do anything all the time. Like tonight, this week is like the first week back to all the clubs and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I cannot be bothered for this. I just want to stay in my pajamas and watch TV and not really have any plans. I don't want to do things, but people are making me do things because I've signed up voluntarily from my own free will to do things, and now I don't want to do them. And I feel like I should just say no, I don't want to do them anymore. I spoke to someone the other day and she doesn't work, and I was like, maybe I won't work. But then sometimes I really like work and I like money and I like the structure and I enjoy it. But equally, I could right now be at home in my pyjamas watching TV and not doing anything. But that wouldn't give me a very fulfilled life. But also, doing all the things is a bit overwhelming in my mind. Does anyone else feel like this? If it was Sully, I'd really be up for life. But right now, I just want to move my pyjamas, not really doing anything. So that's a quandary, isn't it? Because I've still got to live, and I've signed up to do life things. So yeah, little bit of a rant. Over Christmas, there was loads of things on like Facebook and stuff about not letting your kids watch screens. And I just think, if you don't want to let your kids watch screens, well done you, that's great. Don't tell everyone else how to live. Like, I just watched this really annoying video, and it was like a split screen, and at the top was like parents with screens, and at the bottom was parents without, and it was like all the family sat on the sofa watching TV, and then it was like all the family sat on the floor playing a game. I don't want to fully interact and engage with my children all the time. That's completely unrealistic. Like, you play a board game, yeah, and like, you know, you might even play one a day, right? That's really good going, yeah. That doesn't last for like the 12 hours that they are awake. That lasts for like 20 minutes with a 6-year-old, right? If they're younger, probably even less than that. I'm not going to be fully engaged with my children all day. Sometimes I need to get other stuff done, and the only way they'll do that, particularly neurodivergent kids, is by putting them in front of a screen. And if that is going to save my sanity and your sanity and people's sanity and make it like so that we can just get on with life and not have to wait till they're in bed till we do all the things and we can actually have a bit of a rest ourselves, heaven forbid, then I'm going to let them watch a screen. It's absolutely fine. When I was younger, yeah, I used to watch TV. And like, it wasn't even educational TV back then. Right now, loads of TV is like super educational. Loads of it isn't. But like CBBC, that's like really educational, good TV. Like, I'm absolutely fine. And they did, again, on the school run, someone's walking past. I vaguely know them, it's awkward. Like, when it's the evenings, yeah, I might sit down, watch a documentary even. Like this, like, you don't need to sit your children in front of rubbish all day. Like, there's loads of really good educational stuff on like iPlayer, on YouTube, or like loads of channels. Like, I think there's some really good like programs and stuff. And sometimes, like, when I'm with my friends, we're discussing programs that we saw on TV. Like, everyone's talking about that unprocessed food thing, and like, that's amazing. So I don't really know why there's like an issue with us watching it. Right, loads of parents walking by. I'm gonna have to pause this because this is just like way too awkward. Turns out I'm not finished, and I'm gonna put my camera lower so it's not quite so awkward. Other thing that has annoyed me, because this is a video now about things that have annoyed me. Like people have who like homeschoolers, yeah, on groups, home educators, right? Like I realise semantics may be important, not for everything. To me, like homeschooling, home education, unschooling, call it whatever you like. We've taken our kids out of school and we're trying to give them the best education we can at home, right? Now you might think that that's through unschooling, like brilliant. You go for that. You might think it's through sitting down with your children 9 till 3 every day. Brilliant. You go for that. Everyone is just trying to do the best for their kids. You might be somewhere in the middle of that. Like, why do we need to be bashing everyone like all the time for what they're doing? There's a woman who's apparently local to me, never met her. She must be like in one of these Norfolk or Suffolk, and she's in loads of homeschool groups that I'm on, and people keep going on going, oh, can anyone give me their timetable for what they do, because I've just taken my child out of school, right? I totally get that. I used to ask people for the same thing when I took mine out, because you don't know what to do, right? It's really interesting. This woman, every single post has come on and is like, don't be ridiculous. You don't need to teach your children formally anything. That is not home education. That is homeschooling. That is wrong. People shouldn't do that. Stop trying to recreate school at home. Blah, blah, blah. Don't teach them formally. You mustn't teach them formally. Let people do what they want to do. Like, I want to teach my kids formally. I think it's going to be really hard for them to get through to do what they want to do in life without GCSEs. Yeah? Like, so I'm going to try and help them get those GCSEs, because I think if they don't have them, it will hold them back. If you don't think that way, that's absolutely fine. I don't mind. I don't really care. But let people do what they want to do. Yeah? If they want to, like, do some formal work with their kids, that is fine. If they don't, that is also fine. Like, as long as they are, in their minds, giving their children the best chance in life, and the best education, however that may be, that is okay. And sometimes you have to understand that some people will want to formally do some work with their children, and they will want to see other people's timetables. There was someone that came on the other day and was like, can anyone show me your homeschool like workstation, which I think is quite a big thing in America, but like I don't know anyone in the UK that's got like a workstation. Now we have got one of those 3-tier trolleys from Hobbycraft, and literally I'll be just like put everything everywhere, put it on do work on the table, put it all away at the end of the day. But this woman was like, why would you need a homeschool station? It's just life. And I'm like, because they might want to do some maths and have a maths book and put it on the table, and then where they're just asking, where do you store it? Do you, like, we have maths, like different things. We've got like, you know, different resources, particularly for my littlest, you know, because she needs like concrete resources to have a look at. You have to store them somewhere. Like, why is that an issue? It infuriates me. I just don't like I get if it's upsetting someone, but or so I'd like I get if it's hurting someone, yeah, but none of these things are hurting someone, so just let someone do it how they want to do it. And my final rant for the day is I am in a good mood today. What happened was, right, I had a great day planned. It's my day when my younger two go to forest school. Had a lovely day planned. Forest school was cancelled, and that has put me on a little bit of a. Actually, it turned out to be a really fine day, but I struggle a little bit when plans change, and so you know, I'm just a bit like, oh. However, my final rant is this home education bill, right? I actually don't know a lot about it. I should probably research it more. But what I think is, if you're going to do, right, a home education bill, whatever, the government is going to have to keep, like, really step up, right? Keep their end of the bargain. Because if we're going to suddenly have to start, I don't know, registering it, but I presume my children are already registered because they've been to school and then deregistered. So, like, the council are aware that we are here. So I presume it's more than that. They're going to have to start, like, could they provide classes? That would be amazing. Could they make sure that local schools had to take private candidates for exams? Could they maybe pay a certain amount a year for tutors, just like they do with like the 2 and 3 year old funding. Like the government like pays or tops up whatever the money from the parents, and that goes straight to like the childminders or nurseries. Surely they could do that for homeschoolers. Supposedly it costs £7,000 a year to have a child in school, so why can't they do that up to the value of £7,000? I understand not giving parents a lump sum of money, right? Can't they just pay the tutors? Because that would be amazing, because it's really expensive. And like, surely there's got to be a two-way thing there. Like if we have to do something, they're going to have to step up in response. And if they're actually going to make homeschooling like a, thing, then they've got to actually do something towards it. Like, please. That is the end of my rants today. For more rants, stay tuned for next time. No, if this is your first time coming to my channel, I'm not normally ranty, but I'm just like a little bit. Today, I just want to shut the world out, put my hoodie on, put my hood on, and just sit with a cup of tea watching TV, and so that now everything's annoying me. But there we are. I'm going to turn it round. I'm going to have a great afternoon. I can tell it. And I'm hopefully going to be in bed by 9:30. So, fingers crossed. See you later. Bye. I'm back again. Same spot 2 days later. Tuesday me was a moaner. Tuesday me was fair enough, but I actually ended up having a really good time. Work was really fun, the kids were really fun, and then I had a really fun evening. It was really nice, and yeah, I actually did enjoy it. It was nice. It's nice to get back into it, isn't it? And then today we've been to the most lovely homemade group. It's my favourite one. Loads and loads of families came today. There's like 30 kids, and they were all just playing out in there. There's like a field where we meet, and they were all just playing out there, and they had a really lovely time, and it was really great. And do you know what? I really love being with people, and I think that is that's the main thing I miss about homeschool, is being with other adults. Like, I was just there for like 3 hours just talking to my friends, and it was really nice, and I loved that. And yeah, it was really nice. I think sometimes I do miss, I know I've said it on here before, like getting up and getting out like to work, and you see other adults and you're doing something really productive. And I know that like teaching my children is really productive, obviously, but sometimes it's a lot of like just regulating them and sorting them out. And actually I do really like seeing other people too, so it's just pros and cons, aren't there? But yeah, I had a really good time. So yeah, Vanity Beth has gone, and Happy Beth is here to stay, for today at least.